Thank you for that introduction. Hi, my name is Drew Robinson. My pronouns are she, her, and my New Year's resolution is it's to actually eat the fruits and vegetables I buy rather than just continuing the store to trash can pipeline. Yeah. The gap between how the grocery store clerk sees me versus how my local DoorDash guy sees me. Well, it's wider. It's wider than the thigh gap on a Victoria's Secret model. That's the best way I know how to put it. But you know, it's January, and what's January good for if not unsustainable, Instagram-worthy optimism? So, you know, cheers to 2023, right? Yeah, dark circles are totally in under your eyes. Crushing existential anxiety, the latest accessory, right? And watching crazy-ass billionaires dismantle America, it's like our favorite pastime. So, you know, George Washington would be so proud, so proud. I don't know, I really thought that 2023 was gonna be our big comeback year, right? Like the pandemic totally played out, right? Big opportunities for us, but then 2023 was just like, psych, right? Like, did you guys see how long it took the House to pick a team captain? Yeah, right? Like, where is a PE teacher when you need one, right? He's like, if you guys don't get it together and pick somebody, we're running laps for the rest of the hour, right? And like, I give it to McCarthy, right? Like, you know, he really leaned into that adage that like insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. He was just like, bet. And so he leaned into it, and his hair's literally on fire, the crazies are screaming for his blood, and he's just like, there's no problem here. No problem at all, right? By the end, he's having to hand out favors like you hand out candy to the screaming toddler in a checkout line, right? But you know, hey, I'll give it to him, right? He committed to his truth, and he's still in charge. I think Elon Musk is trying the same strategy at Twitter, and I don't think it's working out quite as well, right? So I wonder if it's just harder to lean into, there's no problem here, when your employees literally have to bring their own toilet paper to work because you fired the janitors and said you were going to replace them with non-existent robots. And guys, I didn't make that story up. And you know, like, side note on robots, because I love robots, I'm totally into sci-fi movies, and I feel like they have definitely prepared me for all sorts of ways that the AI robots are going to try and take us down, right? Anybody seen 2001, right? How about The Matrix? Yeah, that's a good one. How many of you seen Terminator? Yeah? Okay, so instead of Skynet, do you know what we have? We have an artificial intelligence chat bot. Have you guys heard about this? It can write essays. Ooh, yeah. It can give relationship advice. And it can write original jokes. Okay? And not only can it write original jokes, it can write original songs. So, you know, watch out, Tay-Tay. The robots are coming for you. And if that weren't bad enough, just recently Virgin Records gave a record deal to an AI-created TikTok rapper who turns out to be whiter and cringier than Vanilla Ice. So all of this means the robots got together and they were like, how are we going to control the human masses? And they were like, let's flood the market with shitty music and questionable dating advice, right? This Skynet is trashier than the Real Housewives, all right? Who would have predicted the robots would take us down with sleazy pop culture? Oh wait, maybe the AI apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's not even the end of January, and I'm just gonna call it. Like, 2023 for me is a hard pass. It's a hard pass, right? And I don't think that this up and down weather that we've got going on is helping my attitude at all, right? Like, I get it. We're in Oklahoma, and if we weren't bouncing up and down on the thermostat like it was some sort of pogo stick, right, it wouldn't be Oklahoma. But still, this Midwest weather is giving more mixed signals than the last girl I dated. And no, that's saying something. I don't know, dating is hard, y'all. Like, I know everybody in this room is straight, but I'm just gonna say, this is a universal truth, right? Dating is hard, y'all. I really liked the last girl I was with. I liked her so much, I agreed to go hiking. I don't hike. Like, sure, occasionally I get mistaken for the sporty lesbian, but all it takes is like one sports outing to like clear up that misconception. Like, ooh, what color are we rooting for? Oh my God, who decided to let that be a mascot? How are they moving that yellow line so fast? Is it intermission yet? I don't know though. Who goes hiking for a date? Like, everything about that is just nope, right? Like, there's bugs and sweat and y'all, what the fuck does poison ivy actually look like? We're standing in a forest. Everything has 3 fucking leaves. And don't tell me that it's about health and wellness and cardio. You want cardio? I know an indoor cardio-heavy activity that would be enjoyable for both of us. But no, we gotta go commune with Mother Nature, right? I'm just gonna call it. I'm an only child, and I don't share. And then, you know, after all of that, right, like 5-mile march to hell, do you know what I was left with? An empty apartment and a cold shower. And if that's not a metaphor for dating in the 21st century, I don't know what is, right? I don't know. I don't know why I'm single. Like, personally, I think I'm a catch. Like, I'm a triple threat, right? I am hyperactive, depressed, and gay. What is there not to love about that? I don't know. You know, I think it is that my gaydar is broke, okay? It used to be. She's driving a Jeep, so, yeah, of course, right? Do you see her keys? You see that carabiner? Yep, she did. She's wearing flannel. I love my lesbians in flannel. But now, I don't know, like, variety is the spice of life, I guess, but it's like, oh, you're driving a Subaru because you care about gas mileage. Oh, you're wearing rainbows because you're an ally. Aww. You're flirting with me because your husband wants a third. So sweet. Anyhow, I find myself falling for a lot of straight girls, which, who doesn't love an unrequited crush? Am I right? Right? The more oblivious, uninterested, and unavailable a girl is, whew, Lord, that is hot right there. And then, of course, I've got my straight girls, and they're like, oh, Drew, I would totally be a lesbian, but I just like dip too much. Is that the problem? Oh, I got you, girl. Mine is detachable. It glows in the dark, and it comes with 3 speeds. I don't know why that line doesn't get me further, but somehow I am still single. I am still single, and I have a lot of hours in my day, a lot of hours to fill that void in my little heart. So, you know what I did? I started trying out for film and movies roles in the area, and that's been real interesting. That's been real interesting. I actually made my Oklahoma film debut not too long ago. I played deranged woman number 1. Is that typecasting? I don't know. Who might it be? I don't know. Honestly, though, I was just really jazzed to be on set. And so it was like a super easy first take. All right, so here's what I had to do. I had to run out a door, I had to bump the main actor, and then I just had to run off screen. That's all I had to do. Easy peasy, right? Now, if you've ever been on a film set, there's a lot of waiting. And so I found myself at the crafty table. That's where all the snacks and sodas are. And so I managed to drink my weight in Diet Coke. So I was raring to go when they came to get me. And I was in my head, and I was like, I have to be so fucking impressive. I gotta rock this role. Like, they're not even gonna notice the main guy. They're just gonna be like, who's that chick running across the screen? I wanted Oscar-worthy sprinting, y'all. That's what I was going for. Okay? So I get on set, director yells action, and I take off like my ass is literally on fire. All right, I make it out the door. I hit check the main actor, and that's where everything starts to go wrong. Because somehow I trip on air, and I go flying, like Superman flying off camera, and I face plant on the concrete. And then you hear somebody say, wow, did she mean to do that? Now, y'all, there is a lot of things I could do in that moment, a lot of approaches I could have taken as everybody's rushing over to check on me. But you know what I did? I thought, what would McCarthy do? What would Elon do? Right? So as I stood up, blood dripping from my face and my hands, I decided to lean in. I decided to commit and go full fake news. I was like, totally fine, I'm totally fine. I meant to do that. That's called method acting. And you know what? Everyone was so fucking impressed. The director came over and he was like, oh my God, I love your enthusiasm. He's like, I want you to dial it back just a hair and we're gonna go again. And I was like, you betcha, yeah, absolutely. And you know, damned if we didn't have to do that take with the Superman fly face plant 10 more times. My knees may never recover, but by God, my dignity's intact. My name is Drew Robinson, and I hope you have the week you deserve.